Well, we're coming off of a very physical contest against a good Nebraska team, and I thought our guys competed extremely well. Some of the things that we needed to do well in terms of special teams on the road, which we always talk about superior special teams on the road, really put us in a bind. Their first three drives started on the plus side of the field. I thought our defense did a good job on all three of those drives, but obviously they came up with points the first one. But we continue to get better, and we need to continue to get better. We need to get some guys back for this Saturday and play a really good Wisconsin football team.
You're facing one of the best defenses in the country. What makes them so good defensively?
You know, they play so hard, Pete. I mean, they got two really marquee players on that defense, in my opinion. Number 30 and number 7 are really good football players. They make a lot of plays at or behind the line of scrimmage. But if you watch the rest of their defense, they play extremely hard. They like to give you the illusion that they're bringing pressure a lot, which they're not. But they'll bring one guy off the edge and drop guys. So it's a lot of times it's a 4 or 5 man rush. It's not a 5 or 6 man rush. But I think they do an exceptional job in terms of their effort and their energy and knowing where they're supposed to be.
Your defense is going against one of the best.
Oh, yeah.
Running.
Well, it all comes down to being able to stop the great back that they have, which is, it's a monumental task. He's a very good player. What makes him so good, in my opinion, is he is really, really fast in the hole. He's got really good quickness in the hole, but he's also got the top-end speed once he hits the edge. And he'll run for 2 yards, 3 yards, 5 yards, and all of a sudden he'll hit a 70-yarder on. So we can't let him out and have those big runs.
There.
Well, I think it really drives our guys. It really does. I think they see that. We don't talk a whole lot about it, but we talk about this next opponent. But, I mean, they're intelligent young men as well. And so they understand, and that fuels those guys, especially with those 17 seniors that sit in the front of the room. They understand that they only have 2 opportunities to play left in the furnace, and that's very important to them. So they're going to make every opportunity count.
And last thing, along those lines, an opportunity to beat a program like Wisconsin would be, a feather in your cap. It would help you on, I think, many fronts.
Well, you're looking for that breakout moment. That's what you're really looking for. It's not so much a feather in anybody's cap, but we need to have one of those signature moments that really takes us to the next level. And, obviously you're playing a great Wisconsin team, and certainly a game that we'll be looking forward to.
What's the one thing that makes Melvin Gordon special from what you can see from him?
Well, like I said, I think his quickness in the hole and his top-end speed are probably what separates him from most other backs. And he's a long guy. He's you just watch his stride length and his turnover. He's a 6'1" plus guy that really picks him up and puts him down.
Outside of the great backs they've had, what did they do from a just systematic standpoint or philosophical standpoint that they're always so good on the ground?
Well, they trade the tight ends, and they run zone. That's pretty. And they run a little bit of power, but they're a zone football team, and they're going to run it over and over again from condensed formations. They'll run it from expanded formations, but they're really good at combination blocks, getting up to the second level, and letting the back be patient with it.
What do you have to worry about with their passing game? What's your biggest concern there?
Well, it's always you must have the eye discipline in the back end, because they are going to lull you to sleep. How many times they're going to throw it, you don't know. But when they do throw it, you better be in coverage with your corners and safeties. So that's the concern that you have when they play action pass you.
Then just if you could kind of break down their defense for us, what kind of stuff do they do this year? Have they changed their defense from last year a little bit?
A little bit. They're playing a little bit of odd front, a lot more than they did last year, but they played that more early in the season. I think they're going to play, if I had to guess how they're going to play us, they're going to play us in an even front. They're going to play man-free coverage. They're going to bring one guy on first down, one guy on second down. They're going to drop the ends out and try to replace those guys so it looks like pressure, but like I said, it's probably not pressure.